Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We're going to talk about two big events that people actually think will collapse the market, or some people at least, but I don't think that's true. There's the MTGOX disgorgement, which should happen starting this fall, and the Ethereum Shanghai unlock, which should be coming up very soon. And obviously, people are worried that once Ethereum Shanghai unlocks, people are going to dump Ethereum, and it's gonna tank. And then obviously the MTGOX disgorgement, people are not hoping or afraid that it's gonna dump a ton of Bitcoin and the entire crypto market's gonna go down. I don't think either of those are gonna happen. And let me explain why. Let's start with the Bitcoin MTGOX disgorgement. The MTGOX thing fell apart about 10 years ago. They've been fighting it for 10 years and they're finally going to get some money back. But the thing is, people had a choice of getting it back in cash or getting it back in Bitcoin. The people that and 90% of people actually basically chose to get it back in Bitcoin, not cash. If they had chose to get it back in cash, the foundation or whoever, the trust, would have had to sell the Bitcoin to tank the market. But since the vast majority of them chose to get it back in Bitcoin, they weren't actually interested in selling, and I doubt they're going to sell it right when they get back. When they get the money back. I think some of them will actually be holders. They'll sell a little bit maybe, but not too much. So I don't expect a huge dump when that actually happens, because if they wanted the money right away, they would have just taken the money and not so much and not so much like the Bitcoin. Because it's easier to get someone else to sell it for you than sell it yourself, obviously. Now, let's talk about the Ethereum Shanghai fork and why it won't really dump coin price that much. First of all, Ethereum is unlike Cardano and HBAR. There's not 75% of it staked. I think there's only about 15 million Ethereum staked overall. So it's a much smaller percentage. I would say 16% of Ethereum is actually staked. So it's a much smaller percentage than Cardano or HBAR. Second of all, most of the money staked is actually not in the profits. I read an article where it said only 20% or something was in the profits. So people don't really want to sell at a loss, and they're going to wait until Ethereum is at a higher price. And not all of it can actually be unlocked at once. You can only do a partial unlock, and there are limits for how much you want to unlock. So all of that limits how much Ethereum Shanghai can actually be sold. So initially, I thought Shanghai was going to be a dump for Ethereum, but now that I look at the numbers, I don't think it's going to be that much of a dump anymore, because there's only so much staked. Only a small part of the staked are in the profits, and you can only unstake part of it at once. So it's just not nearly as scary as actually people make it out to be. So I don't believe in a big Bitcoin Ethereum dump. MTGOX, I think most people elected to take the money in Bitcoin and not cash. And Ethereum, basically there's not going to be enough hitting the market at the same time to really make a difference. And even the stuff hitting the market, I don't think everyone's going to want to sell. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.